Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Clemson Tigers offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he... on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's Klubnik. Quick strike complete. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet... spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense for the first time. they are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Short of Indiana's Curt Cignetti, perhaps no one had a more impressive debut in 2024 than Fran Brown at Syracuse, and they're set up well to continue their success.
Well, Fran Brown did a great job in the portal bringing in Kyle McCord at quarterback. He really helped ignite the offense. Now all of a sudden you've got to replace that missing piece. So I think a big part of the success this year, David, for Syracuse offense, can you score points and can you have a consistent signal call?
Yeah, because you're losing that quarterback first of all and all the guys he was throwing to. So they won 10 games way ahead of schedule. Fran Brown promising now you got to do it and got to reload with some new cast of characters and a little more difficult schedule.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Looking for room. It's Haynes. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. To the ground. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They go to the ground. Turning it on! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. They'll run it from the gun. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matter with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential. Into the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a huge play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Clemson. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Yeah, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He's in open space downfield. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking for a gap. It's Willis. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script, almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And that is no good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Quick handoff. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Tigers are rolling down the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll leave it with him. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. Fit it in the window for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And how about it, man? Just aggressiveness. When you've already got the lead, you got a comfortable lead. You're sitting pretty, but this offense, actually this coach says, I want more. I want to get this onside kick.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure and you get to hit the quarterback, but 2, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
Okay, ready? They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Gets the back moving. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught behind the line. It's Willis. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Ross Simmons. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost.
Touchdown, Orange. A great catch and run for 6.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
First down for the offense.
They'll ride the hot hand. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Clemson jumps to the line. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Pulls it in. It's Williams. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley.
They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They'll give it to the back. He's got enough to give Syracuse the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on first down. Escapes the sack. Took a shot as he threw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll keep it himself. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got rid of it just in time. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Finds the tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it.
Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
He turns it loose to the left. He makes a grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw it.
Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. To the ground with the back. Fighting off the defender.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Might as well give it to him again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. Inside a minute to go here in the third. To the air on second down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. You see a defensive lineman come up with a play like that, make the sack, they start building some momentum to impose their will up front.
Man, there ain't nothing better than getting a stack. That's what you keep track of on defensive line. You're like, yeah, I already got it.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The Orange will have to punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to take off. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. He lobs one high down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Tigers are on the move. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll try the left side. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give to the left. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic, and this guy is having himself a day.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Wants to fire on second down. A little screen to the running back. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Syracuse lines up on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cuse.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Running behind that left side. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Clemson is quick to the line. Right back to the well. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. He's got him. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Quickly complete. And that is how we will wrap this one up.